This is going to be the greatest, most productive day possible. Oh shit, what's this?
5 kilometers deep into the earth. And whether we like it or not, as soon as my friends and I...
What? The day's already gone.
needed to find ways to make space for himself.
There's some storage space in the floor, and I turned it into...
Tomorrow will be the most productive day possible. Yo, what's up? This video is part of my self-transcendence series right here on YouTube, where I teach you my own unique method of how to be a disciplined man. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, go ahead and watch them first. But yeah, basically yesterday I had my worst day. This is exactly what I did, what I showed you in the skit. I just had my worst terrible day yesterday. I pretty much wasted the whole day. And yeah, it got me again. Ironically, I'm sitting there making a video about why you keep coming back to your bad habits, and guess what I do? And it's so fucking frustrating. So this is what happened. I woke up at my usual hour, 7:45 a.m. I wake up, and right off the bat, I'm just not feeling good, bro. I don't know, did I had a bad dream or something? I'm just feeling like shit. And I got up, though I don't oversleep, I don't do things like that. I got up, I put on my clothes, and I got down to work. I did 1 hour of deep work, and in that 1 hour I produced the amazing 8 bullet points on a script. So I wasn't feeling good at all. And instead of taking my advice and dealing with my negative emotions and posing and thinking, I did something else. I watched porn. I broke my nofap streak like an idiot, and I watched porn again. And then, after doing that, pretty much over, bro. The day, like, when you do this shit, it's so hard to recover. At least for me, it's like when you start a porn especially. And then I watched videos, started watching videos, and I watched YouTube just a little bit. Of course, it wasn't a little bit. And then I watched some TV series or something, and then I downloaded this little strategy game on my phone and played that. I just wasted a whole fucking day. And then I ended up wasting 8.5 hours. So 9:30 is when the bullshit started happening. 6 p.m. is when in my schedule it says that I stopped doing the bullshit. And my brain still feels fuzzy. Like my brain, people don't know this, people who don't track their productivity, but if you have quit bad habits for at least 1 week, and you've actually tracked your productivity for the next week, you know how much more productive you are than if you did bad habits. It's like night and day difference. And my brain is still fuzzy right now as I'm speaking. My mood is still fucked because my dopamine receptors are fucked because I did this stupidity yesterday. But instead of returning to my schedule at 6 p.m., I decided to contemplate. I decided, why did this shit happen again? Why? This was the question I seeked to answer. So I went out in my yard. Sorry, my brain is still fuzzy. I can't even speak. And I just started walking around with my leg, limping would be more accurate. And I just limped around the yard for 2 hours, basically deeply contemplating, just really focused on answering this one question. Why did this happen? Because at this point I'm experienced enough. I know that if I don't deal with this shit, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up aka today, and I'm gonna do the same shit. But as you can see, I'm recording this video, so I'm not doing the same shit. So I actually dealt with it. I figured out why it happened, and basically the origin was self-doubt. I doubted myself. I started making the YouTube video yesterday, and I just felt this overwhelming sense of dread, sense of a negative emotion washing over my body. It was disgusting. And I felt doubt. I got thoughts like, I'm never gonna succeed. This work is useless. What am I doing with my life? I got all these thoughts, and I just didn't deal with them correctly. You know, I went to my number one coping mechanism, porn. This is my cigarette. You know how people, when they get nervous, your parents cope by, well, porn is my, and I felt all these negative emotions. That I'm not gonna succeed, that my work is useless. And when you feel this way, it's really hard to make yourself work. When you feel that it's literally useless. So you go back to your old habits, and this is why you go back. So to answer the question of the thumbnail, the reason you keep coming back is because your identity is lower than your goal. So my current identity, the way I view myself, the beliefs I hold, they are lower than my actual goal. So my goal is to get YouTube views, to increase my channel, make some good videos or something, I don't know. But my identity is holding me back, my old identity. And it's scared of the goal. And when your identity is lower than your goal, your identity is dragging you back with all these bad habits or whatever the fuck you've got going on. It's dragging you back instead of pursuing the goal. No, you're attempting to pursue the goal, something's dragging you back. And this is why this is the cycle. You have a goal, you tell yourself you're gonna work hard, maybe you do for a little bit, and then you fall into the bad habits. Then you tell yourself, oh, I'm never gonna do this again, but then you do it again. And it's a never-ending cycle, and it's because your identity is wrong, and my current identity does not match my goal, meaning that, well, I sometimes drag myself back. And this is exactly what happened yesterday. So to change this, you first need a mental change. You first need in life a mental change. You need to change your mentality. And only then are you actually going to change your actions. And only then are you actually going to get the success on your goal that you want, on your purpose even. You know, most people think that it's you first change the action, then you get the success, then your identity changes to that of a successful person. But that's not how it works. First you change your identity, first you make sure that your identity matches the goal, then you start doing the work and changing your actions, then you achieve the goal. But the first change must be mental. If you don't change this, none of your actions are going to change. If your actions don't change, you're never gonna achieve the goal. So here's how I plan to do this. So hopefully you can take something away from this story. Here is how I plan to change my identity. Because I've done this before, I know how to do this. I did this in order to, in the first place, quit bad habits and just become disciplined. Just to be capable of putting those green check marks on my habit tracker, I changed my identity. So here's how I'm going to do this again, but this time not just to be disciplined, this time to also achieve my goal of YouTube. So the first thing is I'm gonna destroy my old beliefs. So my old beliefs, you saw them. I already told you. I'm not gonna succeed. I'm not good enough. All this bullshit. And the way I can destroy these old beliefs is by just logically proving them false. And they're false because, okay, maybe you aren't good enough. Maybe you're not gonna succeed at the current rate. Fine, maybe that's true. But how do you get good enough? How do you succeed? Well, you have to learn more and you have to do more and more practice. You have to get better. So how does it make sense to go back to stupid habits that don't contribute to you? And this is what I'm going to tell myself, and I've already told myself, to destroy my old stupid belief. The second step I'm going to take is I'm going to build new beliefs. So instead of just destroying my old beliefs, you also have to replace them with something. So I'm gonna build the new beliefs. So the new belief, one of them will be that I love making YouTube videos and that I'm really getting good at making YouTube videos and that my YouTube videos are useful. They help people if I make them good enough, if I give the right advice. And it's my duty almost to make them good so I can help the people that are struggling with their problem of not having a purpose, of not being disciplined. I need to help these types of people because I struggle with these problems myself and I know the answers. So this is one new belief that I'm going to build. And the third step I'm going to do is I'm going to maintain my new beliefs by just indoctrinating them. So this is what I call self-indoctrination. It's basically brainwashing yourself to succeed, brainwashing in you the beliefs that need to happen. So what I'm gonna do is every single day, I'm gonna read these beliefs for like 15 to 30 minutes. It doesn't need to be that long. And I'm gonna, not only am I going to read them and repeat them to myself, I'm gonna actively visualize these beliefs happening in reality. I'm gonna visualize myself enjoying making a YouTube video. I'm gonna visualize myself succeeding. I'm gonna visualize myself just helping people with the videos. I'm gonna visualize exactly what I need to visualize. The new beliefs. And this is gonna consolidate them in my head until my identity is so changed that I'm putting in the quality work that I need to, and then it's only a matter of time. And this is how you change your identity. You destroy your old beliefs about yourself, you build new beliefs about yourself, and you maintain the new beliefs that you indoctrinate them in your head until they come true. And this is what I plan to do. And this is what you should do if you want to escape this cycle. If you want to never again or never most of the time do these bad habits, you change the way you view yourself and you finally become disciplined and you stop doing these habits. Obviously there are other tips. This video is part of a series, so watch the other episodes. Alright, so now if you want help changing your identity, I know it's really hard to do it by yourself. I gave you the advice, hopefully you can do it. But what really helped me change my identity is creating my Skool group. And what really will help you to change your identity is to join a community towards the identity you want. So I've created a group which is all about building discipline towards achieving your goals, your purpose in life. And if you want to join such a group, this will change your identity. Just taking that step to join such a group is completely free. And there you'll find access to a private Discord. You'll find courses, you'll find valuable posts I've written in the past. And I'll also contact you, I'll talk with you, and I'll help you personally. So if you really want to change your identity to become like a realizator, a person who does the good work, who does the good habits and not the bad habits, a person who achieves his goals, then you can change your identity by joining my community. And there you build discipline. Basically, you need discipline to achieve your goals. Like, discipline is the foundation of your life. It's the most important skill that I've just managed to build finally, and you need to build as well. You can't achieve anything without discipline. I'm telling you, because I was undisciplined for years and I didn't achieve anything. So I'm finally disciplined and I'm starting to make some progress. I made this community for people who want to be disciplined as well. So if you want to learn the art of being disciplined, if you want more advice, a full course and all this shit, join my community. You need discipline, and this is how you achieve your goals. Thanks for watching this video. This was the 3rd episode of the Self-Transcendence series. Stay tuned for the next few episodes. Yeah, bye. I can't believe I went back to these habits, bro. Like, my brain is still so fuzzy right now. I just, like, my dopamine receptors are completely fried. Now I have to spend the next few days just recovering my dopamine receptors and just struggling with the fucking schedule. Stop doing bad habits. They suck. You only know this when you track this.